Welcome back to Iron Man.
Woo.
Where have you been?
Also, there you go, cherish
Weekly
it
schemes
because
are
from this
HR
point
cover.
on, for most of the game,
Armed men
Obadiah
attacking
Stane
this
will be
building
confined
while
in
you're
this very office.
off
You're making me
doing
For
nervous.
It's
reasons
like
that make no
We're
sense.
giving
he-
you
but
he's,
go
not,
ahead.
contractors,
he's
Tony.
not grounded, he's
Private
not under
military.
arrest or something, he just
Anybody.
prefers
As
to
many
stay here.
soldiers as we
Because
can get.
it's a cool
No.
place for him.
Simple
Well,
logic.
it is his
We're gonna
office.
destroy everything.
I'm sorry.
And
What did
actually,
you
no,
say?
this is
Listen,
actually, I think, Tony or
attacked us
Peppers.
because they
Also,
wanted the inventory
look at
stored here, so
Peppers'
it's obvious.
bazongas,
No more
Jesus.
weapons, no more attacks.
No, absolutely not.
Opinion noted, Obi. But I am telling you. do
That
not
is
give
totally,
up.
that's totally what a sane businessman would say, right?
Tony,
Oh, we're
what's
destroying
happened?
everything out of the gate,
I never
right
should've
after,
admitted
you
it
know,
until
you
now.
just got attacked by
I
armed
don't
men.
understand.
Like, I hate to say it, but they're
My
making
God, even the
Obadiah...
lip sync doesn't match the voice acting at all.
I hate to say it, but they're making Obadiah Stane out to be the only person talking sense in the room.
Just you wait, Java, you will see.
Make sure Obi does what I told him. He'll need convincing. Look, I have to go on a business trip.
What trip? There's nothing on your calendar.
Just came up. Pack me a bag, will you?
Jesus
God, even the winking is terrible.
The wiki was more like terrifying. Anyway, this is the first of many missions we will have to destroy some Stark weapons.
I don't think you'll
crates.
be. I don't think you'll be finding that on Wikipedia. Get it?
Anyway.
Wikipedia.
Yes, leaves a corner. Anyway, basically now, for now on, we're gonna be using the Mark III armor, and before you do every mission, you will be asked if you have enough funds that you gain through each level by completing the set of objectives and all, to upgrade your different parts. Again, cool stuff on
Wait,
paper.
Tony Stark only has $85 million.
Barely.
You'd
Apparently.
think you would have more, and now he only has 8 million.
It's only for different parts of the armor.
Wait, so let me get this straight. So he only has a certain amount. So he only has a
Budget
certain amount of
estimation
money
of
for
them.
each part of the armor. Yeah, that totally makes sense.
It works. It works like this, Jova. You gain a total amount of money, but then are distributed for the different parts.
Yeah. Oh, I guess Tony budgets himself on how much he spends on each part.
Sorta. Again, it's a cool idea on paper, but could have been be better
It's
handled.
just so silly when you think about it.
Anyway, we're back in the Middle East to destroy some weapon crates again in that sequence in the movie where he does just that. Remember the one very ends with him looking away from the explosion and all. It's just not as cool here. You just need to destroy the targets. Again, these first couple of missions, I get that they need to do the warm-up, but are so boring. Ideally, in a licensed game like this, you get to have, like in the old 2003 video game, you get to have like some side villains that were not in the main movie, and hopefully, unless you get a case like Old 2003, they get to be a bit fleshed out, just so the story feels a bit more, integrated and a little bit more, expanded in that kind of sense. This game does that, but only for the second half of it. For the first couple of halves, you'll be fighting vehicles bosses, which I guess would make sense for an Iron Man game, but Iron Man has its own villains rule gallery that they could use, and they use a couple of them later on. So what was the pressure in here? Like,
It really just makes sense.
not just that, again, I chalked it up. I checked out to the rushing elements of this.
Then again, very little in this game makes sense.
Well, the gameplay function for the most part, if it wasn't for the flight controls, if it wasn't for the flight controls, I would deem it acceptable. It's just not, I guess. Yes, Jarvis, thank you. Oh yeah, by the way, get used to have this mission where Jarvis tells you constantly, X object destroyed, only this number remaining. Get it? Because it's an AI and all. It gets better in the Iron Man 2 video game, but again, all in due time. The one thing oh yeah, I was briefly talking about this in the previous part, is the rerouting system. I already mentioned that you use the directional pad to rerouting to a particular function. The one that you will probably need to be spending most of the routing is the repulsor rays. Why? Because otherwise your rate of fire will be terrible, and I really mean terrible.
Wonderful.
Rerouting to the missiles. Yes, Vips? Sorry, Jova.
I said wonderful.
Yeah, rerouting to the missiles will lower its cooldown timer to have you being able to fire them on a higher rate. Rerouting to the thrusters will allow you to fly without consuming energy, and routing to the energy, sorry, to the alpha will allow you to sustain more damage and maybe regenerate faster.
Huh, maybe I should make a career out of this. Imagine.
Like a multi-million franchise, who knows? More like
I am here.
multi-billion at this
Nah.
point.
I know
I
it.
got it.
Guys, I've got it. We'll call it the Monarch Initiative.
But Jova, what about the
How
Carol?
about the Justice League initiative?
Jova, what was called the Carol Initiative?
Nah, it's the Monarch Initiative. That's the one involving Godzilla. You would fit right in, Tony.
Well, it is a thing, Drova. If you don't remember, at least for a while, Godzilla is technically canon to the Marvel comic universe.
Oh,
Right now,
yeah.
unfortunately, Marvel has lost a license, so whenever they want to use the character, they just need to refer it without a name. It's like the monster or the lizard, stuff
There
like
are
that.
so many people canon to the Marvel
Like,
Comics universe.
Marvel had a Transformers run, but I don't think it was a property that they
I've
treated
got a
as canon.
solution.
Yes.
Just remove one letter, call it Godzilla or something.
Or do like Toho did for Godzilla Final Wars, just call it Zilla.
Oh god, yeah. But Tio,
No,
Zilla is
no,
not.
It'd be Godzilla. Sorry, not Godzilla.
Ah yes, Zilla, the nickname for Rowan Emmerich's quote-unquote magnum opus piece.
Totally.
Oh god, it's like, having seen the What Happened episode of that, not only was that movie destined to be bad, but Rowan Emmerich and his compatriots were pretentious about how they were going to reimagine Godzilla as...
I haven't seen that particular video, Java, but I can tell by the mere fact that he included a Cisco and Ebert, knockoff, just to spite the fact that they gave downvotes to his movie.
You
And
wanna-
he doesn't even bother to kill them.
Yeah. You wanna know the weird thing? Cisco and Ebert actually were more disappointed that nothing bad happened to them in that movie.
You have the possibility. It's just like I don't even know what happened. Like, did Roland suddenly had cold feet or something? Weird.
Well, that's the thing. Did he? Let me check. Did he write that movie or did he just direct it?
I don't know.
Well, knowing
Let me-
Roland
let me-
Emmerich, he's very hands-on with his movies, so even if he
I
didn't
mean,
write it, he
aside
was
from
definitely
aside
calling the
from
shots.
details, the basic
Yes,
structure of
yes,
the movie.
he did. He co-wrote.
Damn it. Aside from the details, the basic structure of the movie I can get behind. Godzilla starts from Japan, he reaches New York and causes some shit at the end. It's just when you put everything together, the human characters, the way Godzilla behaves, the way the military behaves, and all, it's just everything falls apart. Anyway, time for the boss fight.
Well, Tio, there's one good thing that movie gave us, an awesome cartoon show.
Yeah. I think that's not. No, I think it was either that or the King Kong one, where the human protagonist projecting his soul into Godzilla or King Kong and controlling him directly against the other kaijus. Weird.
I wouldn't know.
Anyway, your boss fight is the Maggia Dreadnought. Yes, you wanna have you don't know how to call your robot boss? Call it just Dreadnought. There you go.
Of course.
I mean, to be honest, again, it uses the shooter logic of having the multiple targets that you can cripple the boss like that. So it's cool like that. I can totally get the logic behind it. It's just I wish the game would stop throwing shit at you. Pew 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 pew. Also, the score is so forgettable. I don't think he uses themes from the movie aside from the Iron Man song that by Black Sabbath at the end before the credits. But but it's a lot of the tones that it uses are so repeated. I don't even remember who's the composer for this. Let me check if it shows. Nope, I will have to check on NDB.
U.S. military aircraft incoming, sir.
Meantime. Oh yeah, now it's the point of the movie where Armin gets attacked by the US military, with Rhodey telling it, who are
To
you?
engage or surrender, sir.
Surrender? Are you kidding?
Ah.
Wow, he actually sounded like he
he's
cared for
Rhodey.
a second there.
Only a second, though.
Yeah. Well, he had to. Maybe that was the first big he recorded, but then the rest of it just went.
What the hell are you doing, Tony? I'll explain everything. Just, don't shoot me, alright?
Sir,
Please.
suggest engaging incoming aircraft.
Alright, now you have two options here. You can destroy the jet normally, or you can wait until they get close to you and use the grab command to destroy the jet while allowing the pilots to eject, which is what Iron Man does in the movie. Problem is, these are targets that are almost impossible to grab because they're so fast and have completely chaotic trajectories. So it will take a lot of time, and you saw just for the one to jump cut. So I said, fuck it, I'm gonna destroy the other one. And the game will tell me that I'm a bad person because I killed the pilot. Fuck you.
They are deceased,
But
sir.
Tio, he was an innocent guy just doing his job.
Probably was, but I wish the game would have, managed to not make me lose my time. I'm sure that in due time I would have managed to get it, but time is on the essence of all this record.
There's no time to waste.
There's no time to
Sorry. I'm sorry. Forgive me if I cared.
So what's the next scene be? Rhodey chewing Tony out for that terrible performance.
No, you will see in a second.
One-man army versus 10 rings. Oh boy.
Rings. No.
That walking animation down the stairs.
Jesus Christ,
shouldn't
that
be.
face.
And you shouldn't be off risking your
Well,
life.
crap. I guess you have realized my secret.
Tony.
I am Iron Man.
You're gonna get yourself killed. Please stop it.
Okay, I promise. I'll stop. I'll put my head in the sand, stick out my ass, and not think about what's going on around us.
Come on.
Okay, you
Tony.
do that.
You believed in me before. What's changed? I'm finally doing something
Let's face it,
worthwhile.
this is not the worst thing you've
I don't
caught
know
me
what
at
else to
doing.
do.
Tony, what in the hell were you doing out there?
Hey, Rhodey.
Oh
My
god.
Rhodey looks terrible. Rhodey's model even looks terrible.
Everyone looks well, okay, I guess Pepper doesn't look as
Okay,
bad.
Rhodey is a bit
just
better,
worry
but he looks so
about
low res
I'm
in
not the
general.
problem here. It's the Maggia. They're the ones supplying criminals with weapons.
No, the problem, Tony, is you're fighting a war and you're not a soldier.
You're damn right I'm not. I'm an army. And I don't
Sure.
care
Are you
how
an
much
army of one?
I'm gonna bury him.
Apparently there were 4 writers in this thing. Jesus Christ. Don Heck.
Or
No, just the credits. Jack Kirby and Stan Lee are credited for making the character, but apparently
And also, could
Don
somebody
Heck.
work on helping me find the
Very
way out of this room? I seem to be trapped.
Anyway, let me check if it says the composer.
Robert, you will not leave this room until you finish recording all your lines.
But I want my booze. I need
Do it.
my bottle.
Maybe, maybe this is Robert in the middle of his detox phase.
No, okay. I think Don Heck and Larry Lever are just the creators of some of the characters. My bad. No, I don't remember who's the actual writer for the story of this game. Again, the crediting of this particular game is weird enough. Iron Man 2 does have it, just doesn't have it here. Anyway, in this particular mission, you have to destroy the Maggia factories, and you will finally you will get a confrontation with an Iron Man villain that was in the movie, Blacklash.
Listen, the Maggia headquarters are the backbone of the production lines. You take those out and you'll cripple the factories, okay?
Okay.
I'm on it.
And who's holding down the company fort while you're out there?
Not my problem. I'm the
Not
guy.
your problem? Yeah, not my problem. I mean, it's not like my company could go down the tubes if I don't have anyone in control of it. Jesus Christ, Tony was not this stupid in the
Oh,
movie.
God, that face.
Factory coming online.
Seriously, these FMVs are so terrible.
Armed.
Jarvis, is your accent slipping? I know it's weird, but it sounded like Jarvis's accent was slipping.
By choice. They're innocents.
Other options, Jarvis? The command center is heavily reinforced, but its destruction will shut down factory production.
Totally.
Definitely.
Indubitably.
Let
Yes.
me check again just to be sure.
Iron Man is approaching the generator. The generator is losing power.
Yeah, you were really... Oh no, apparently, okay, am I bad from the previous part? Apparently Jarvis in this particular game is voiced by Gillan Stevenson. Apparently he was... apparently he did some extra voices just in Dragon Age Origin, and a particular NPC in Kingdom was a Lamalu record. After that he did nothing more. Jeez.
Command centers remaining.
Well, I'm just joking in terms of uncommon words, like the one just used, like I have still yet to hear anyone outside of King's Quest use the word solicitously or whatever the hell.
Solicitously. I think it is.
Solicitously. I don't even know what that word means.
Heavy anti-aircraft defenses.
Did you look it up?
detected, sir.
No, I'm lazy.
I do think I think I heard something like that. I think it's used to, you know, to sort of a synonymous to say everything's up. I think.
Defenses detected, sir.
Uh-huh.
Interesting.
Fascinating.
Factory initiating lockdown.
Fascinating.
Fascinating.
One command
Incubating.
center remaining. Area lightly defended, sir.
Solicitation in manifesting or expressing solicitude. Yes, fiction.
Nice.
Factory initiating lockdown. All factories.
What do you
now
define
secured.
solicitude, Bob?
Gunship support incoming,
The state of
sir.
being concerned and anxious, or attentive care and protectiveness, or a cause of concern.
Shall I relay a
There we
fact to
go.
you?
Factories are coming online, sir. Vehicles are
Hello?
prepped for battle. Destroy the facility when the vehicles
Oh, but basically there you go. The you will have a one-time villain for this particular mission, Scarlotti, which will, you know, be Blacklash. Believe me, this is one of the more underwhelming parts of the entire game, because most of the villains tend to have like a 2 level, in a sense where they show up in another one, or like a revenge and they are allowed to be fleshed out a bit more. None of these one. This one stays dead as soon as you put it down, and even then it's not super developed. It really does feel a bit like the one of all 2003, though in this case they're not acting like Iron Man knew him beforehand or something. So it tries to generally be its own thing, I guess.
Sure as hell stirred up the hornet's
Alright
nest.
then.
Go for the factories now.
Yes,
Okay.
Jody. Now, can you put some emotion too in your acting?
They're all just stoned together.
It's like it's a disease that's spreading.
I actually do wonder when the voice acting happened. If it was happened right in the middle of the production of a movie,
It
where, like,
varies game to game.
where Robert was like, "Okay, we're just done shooting. Let me go to the recording booth for a while."
Oh, I think my favorite variants are when they actually start shooting the game before the actual movie begins filming.
And they get spoiled on some things, I guess.
Yeah.
Well, that depends on the studio. Some game companies can manage to make voice acting without managing to have the voice actors be spoiled. A particular highlight that I recommend are the 2 main leader voice actors for the 2 main roles of Nier Automata. I apologize, I forgot the name, but they didn't do anything aside from the lines were recorded. So what we did was, when the game came out, to do some live streams, which I think is still available on YouTube. Let's just say that the voice actor of Line S didn't use some particular beats that happened when his character is off screen, and when he got to those parts, let's just say that according to the chat, he was having Vietnam flashbacks.
Joy.
Dropships incoming, sir.
Yes, Jarvis, thank
I've
you.
got info on this Maggia guy.
Okay, lay it on.
His name's
Nice of the game to tell us his name is Scarlatti before the actual proper introduction.
Actually, we did got it from the intercom, but again, that's the thing. Even when explaining,
My
stuff,
point is that it's redundant.
Feels lethargic. Also, again, look at all the shit between Pro and me. Jesus Christ. Oh, here we go.
Target is within range.
Alright, look at this badass introduction. See? He's having an exoskeleton suit and all. He's being ready to fight.
His head slightly clipping into his suit.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So, okay guys, take a guess how long does it take me to defeat the boss?
10 seconds.
You're a bit too generous. You're too.
5 seconds.
Sorry, dweebs. Just watch out what I do. It's kind of baffling. It's not as much. I mean, it takes a small time, but it's more baffling what happens. Just look at that. The boss will not lay a single finger on me.
He runs away like a coward.
Wow, what an intimidating boss.
Hello? I'm here, you know.
You know, this is what the MCU was missing. Fights like this. And now he's stuck in a corner, Nemesis style, and he's morrowing.
Yeah. Quite. That's it.
Yep.
Brody, you know I'm allergic to grass.
That's all.
I'm gonna finish what I've started.
I'm gonna finish what I started. Whatever the hell that is.
Alright then. Anyway, yeah, that was Blacklash, I guess. I hope you enjoyed it.
Blacklash, everybody! He does Saturdays.
Clearly the best of the Iron Man villains. Anyway, join us for the next part where I think the Maggia storyline gets concluded. See ya.
See ya.
See ya.
Mm-hmm.